Hello, Silver Squad. How are you? Hello, Silver Squad. What's new? Hey, everybody. I hope y'all are doing. Oh, you already know it. The boys have something to say. Come on. Hold on. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Luke, honey. We're having a dog jamboree over here. So if you can hear me, drop a number one, or I should say, if you can hear all the dogs barking, drop a number one, please. Because they're the ones doing all the talking right now, not me. Okay. All right, I appreciate it. And also, please welcome Miss Emily, Miss Indy to the stage. I do appreciate y'all being here, holding the sofa down, keeping these cushions fluffed, and all that fun stuff. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Stacy. Hey, Shayna. Hey, Jenna. Hey, Leslie, Deb, Sandy. What's up, Lou? Um, please help. And Sandy, also, I forgot to respond to your comment. Pardon me about the comments turned off. Talking about Casey Anthony. Um, Casey, like when you turn the comments off, it just means to me essentially just that like you can't respond to them. So the way that like, she shut it down in TikTok and whatnot is I think that's what you're asking. But that's all it meant is she shut all her comments down so you can't talk. Although her comment section is still open on Substack, and I might do a little video on it or something like that because it's I don't know. We'll see. She's just so gross. People are dragging her on TikTok as they should, right? Um, because it's just like, what are you even doing? But anyway, we're not here for that tonight. Okay. Um, we're here to talk about Stephen McDaniel tonight. Now, we're kind of starting this. I don't even know if you would call it like a new series or whatever, but like the revisiting evil thing, right? So going to some of these very infamous cases and the kind of like the parts of it that made it infamous. And this is one of them. Okay, now we'll do a quick little overview here of what the case is for people who don't know about it, and what we're going to do is this. So I'll get fresh into everything. I'll let everybody know the interview or the interrogation is like 2 hours long. We will most likely split it between tonight and Thursday night. Then the rest of the week, this is what I have planned. Unless something pops off major, we'll meet Sunday night. I'm trying to get on the schedule of Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. It's live chats on this channel. And then obviously if there's like other things popping off, like going in between, but like those are the schedule things. And if nothing's going on, I'm having fun doing these like revisiting evil things. Because they're just so fun to like go back over whatever. So we'll break it up into a couple of things. Tonight we're gonna we'll do the overview very quickly. You know how I'd like to do it very quick. You know, this is what the case is. Then we're gonna watch the thing you see on the screen, which is the infamous. They're interviewing him on the news about Lauren. This is the victim of the case, and he's learning for the first time that basically he's about to get caught. Okay. Then we're gonna watch the interview. Okay, so Sunday night, unless it's like I can't wait, we've got to talk. We're gonna get together to talk about Lori Daybell's interview with Keith Morrison. I did a very quick video about it, which will come up tomorrow morning. Not the whole thing, obviously, but in some of her emotions and whatnot. Now, March 11th, there's going to be a hearing. If it is streamed, I will stream it on this channel. I'm sorry. And then again, if they stream the trial, we'll find out on the 11th or soon thereafter. We'll definitely be watching that one together and follow it. So 100%, please hold. Yeah, the thumbnail. Well, one of the thumbnails that I did for the Lori thing, I got some good screenshots of her face and the thing she did with Keith, and like one of the titles was "Trust Me, Bro," because she's like, I have nothing but truth to tell. I'm like, what truth is it today? Right? Oh my gosh. Dawn, you literally took the thought of my head. Dawn says, please do Stephanie Lazarus. Your commentary on that was hilarious. That's the next one we're doing after Stephen McDaniel. So like maybe next, again, just kind of depending on what's going on or whatever. Stephanie Lazarus is the next revisiting evil that we're gonna do, because that interrogation is so insane. Oh my gosh. But so is this one. So let's talk about what happened here. This is a very, very heinous crime, very senseless. Now, the dude who we're going to be watching, his name is Stephen McDaniel, okay? The victim, who is obviously more important than him, is Lauren Giddings. She was 27 years old, law student. This is out in Georgia. Pardon me. She was like prepping for the bar, doing all the right things, so on and so forth. She lives in an apartment complex near the university. McDaniel, Stephen, who we're going to see, he's like a fellow law student. He's a neighbor in the same building, this, that, and the other. Okay, so all of a sudden, Lauren is not seen anymore. June 26, 2011. You know, obviously the same thing we always say, friends, family, all this type of stuff. It's like, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? People are searching and whatnot. We're going to hear a little bit. That's where we'll intersect with Stephen on the news interview. June 30th, 2011, her dismembered torso is found. It's in a dumpster near her apartment. But other parts of her body are never found. We don't 100%, you know, who knows what he truly did with them. And so he was interviewed by the media. We're going to see that. And again, you're going to see just all the things that he does. Now, what will end up happening is he will obviously be brought in for an interrogation, an interview, if you will. And that's what we're going to watch tonight. There's tons of evidence against him. It was bad. Okay. Now he ended up taking a plea deal. He pleaded guilty to murder. He avoided the death sentence, but he did get life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years. I was actually talking to a fellow Sofa Squad member whose family member worked on something in the courtroom, like she was going to the hearings for this. Very interesting, very interesting. Okay. So there's that. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to watch this first. And this is this mega viral, infamous, you're seeing a killer come to terms with, I'm cooked. Okay. This is that moment. And pay attention to how he behaves in this video versus what we're about to watch in the interrogation. Okay. So please hold. Let me press play. Thank you.
WGXA first interviewed McDaniel the day after Lauren Giddings was reported missing in June of 2011. Reporter Michelle Casada found him standing outside the apartment building where he and Giddings had lived, and that we now know was the scene of the crime. He talks about joining Giddings' friends to look for his law school classmate and how they entered her apartment to see if there was anything wrong. It was also the first time McDaniel found out that a portion of Lauren Giddings' body had been recovered by police from the dumpster where he had put it. Knowing now that McDaniel had murdered and dismembered Giddings, the interview provides a glimpse inside the mind of a killer as he builds his story and his alibi. Take a look.
Person that was living there?
Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
Did you see her hang out with anyone at the time or anything like that?
I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I mean, you always hear noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and I we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see her?
I mean, she's as nice as can be. I mean, very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know any enemies she might have had, somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we don't know where she is. I mean, the only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. Because we went over. One of her friends had a key. We went inside and tried to see if there was anything amiss. But I mean, she had a door jamb that was sitting right by it, so there was no sign that anyone broke in. I mean, the door was locked when everyone got here. I mean, we just don't know where she is.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body.
Had you heard anything? Had you seen anything there? Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. So that's how we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
Man, he's so weird. Now, here's the thing. At first, in the way he acted, like, I'm like this. I'm like, okay, if I didn't know any context, I would have been like, oh, he's just upset that they found her body. But then it's almost like, well, how did you know it's her body, right? And the way he just went and then sat down and plopped down, it's just, but this is the thing. So this man knows in his mind what she looked like dying at his hand, what her body looked like dismembering it, what it felt like to do that. And then he's sitting up here talking about maybe she ran out of there and someone snatched her. We're looking for me. She's nice. She's really nice. And, you know, how that's what always blows my mind is that the images that these killers have in their mind and they're able to sit there and, you know what I'm saying? Like, do whatever. Okay. Now, brace yourselves. One of the things that makes this very viral, or whatever you want to call it, what we're about to watch, is number one, how he acts in it. He's super creepy. He's one of the very few people that, like, the cops, they cannot get him to talk, right? The cops' reaction to him is borderline comedy gold. Steven is able to completely get under their skin and absolutely send these dudes, right? They get so frustrated with him. And it's just like, how did this dweeby little psychopath completely get under their skin, right? So that means that. Let's find it. I said a shooba-doo. Shooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Okay, where are we at? Present. Bobo says he is a little dog. Bobo says he's not a hog. Matt's over here holding Bobo. They've had a rough little evening. Him and Luke have kind of been at it tonight. Okay.
All right, brother. All right, brother. All right.
All right.
I just got to ask you a few more questions.
I mean,
You came down earlier tonight. Me and you talked. All right. You don't have any weapons on you, do you?
No.
That's just you are. What's wrong? You know I'm Detective Patterson, right?
Yes.
Do you remember? Put your hands up here. You remember us talking earlier tonight? Right?
Yes.
You remember me earlier in the day?
Yes.
When we came down here and talked a little bit and then we left?
Yes.
Okay. I need to know about this girl right here. You know her?
Yes.
Who is that?
Lauren Giddings.
Does she live next door to you?
Yes.
When's the last time you seen her?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Was you friends with Lauren?
the way I had to pause it real quick. The way that he talked, yes, no. I started talking earlier like that to Matt. Matt was like, "What is wrong with you?" I was like, "I'm preparing for Stephen Mcdaniel." The contrast too of like this kind of like good old Southern Georgia cop here, like, "Go on, boy, put them hands up on the counter, boy. Go on now," and he literally doesn't budge for the next several hours. It's the most craziest thing, right? Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Look at me when you talk to me, son. Okay. Was you friends with her?
Yes.
Close friends?
We were good.
I mean, y'all were friends, right? Both of
Yes.
y'all are law students. You're studying to be an attorney, right?
Yes.
What kind of law do you want to go into? Criminal law?
Yes.
Civil? Is that what you want to do for a living?
Yes.
Okay. Are you almost finished?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't have too much more to do, right?
No.
All right. Are you going to stay here in Macon?
I don't know.
Did you used to work at the district attorney's office in Macon?
Yes.
Was you on the prosecutor side or the defense side?
prosecutor.
So you were on our side.
Yes.
Right. You never worked on the other side?
No.
Did you like it when you were down there?
Yes.
Got along with everybody?
Yes.
Okay. And you've lived next to Lauren for a long time?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where she's at tonight?
No.
Hmm?
No.
Have you ever seen her with that dress on?
No.
You have no idea where she's at?
No.
Okay. Yes.
Randy Gonzalez said, don't forget that he needs a voucher for that pupil swap because he's going to take it up to the crime lab early Thursday morning.
Okay. My major didn't do that, but okay. All right. Bye. Look, just tell me what happened, brother.
I don't know.
Well, where's she at? I need you. I'm asking you for your help. I'm a detective, and I'm asking you for your help. Okay? I'm asking you for help. I need your help. Can you help me?
I don't know.
You don't know if you can help me?
Yes.
I need your help. Help me out. Tell me what to do. Has anybody asked you for help today? I'm asking you as a friend for help. Can you help me?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You can't help a friend out?
I don't know what you need.
I need to know where Lauren's at.
I don't know.
When's the last time you seen her?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Have you ever seen anybody over her house the last couple nights?
No.
Okay.
Y'all, also the way that Steven, look at how he's looking at him right now. Like directly, he does. It's like everything that this dude, I mean, the investigator, the cop tells him to do, he does it literal verbatim where he's like, go on, boy, put your hands up here. Hands will not budge for the next 2 hours. And he's like, go on, boy, look at me. And Steven will not break eye contact. I mean, I would be so creeped out if I was the cop at this point. Okay. And just literally like the way he talks to him like a little kid. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, Steven wants to be a criminal, or he did want to be a criminal attorney. So I'm assuming that he knows, do not really incriminate yourself. So these one-line answers that he's giving, the fact that he's able to do it for this long, to me shows how just something's going on up here, right? But the cop, so you see the demeanor of the cop already, and there's another one that's going to come in. So you see where he's way more whatever, and like already instantly with this officer. I mean, I'm not the officer. I don't know how to get trained, whatever. But like immediately the officer's already going into like, well, come on, boy, it's a friend. And I'm like, that's not going to work in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like this isn't gonna work. Like this dude's way too something for that. Oh, here we go.
If you knew where she was, would you tell me?
Yes.
What do you think happened to her?
I don't know.
Do you even care that no one can find her?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know, do you?
Yes.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Did you think Lauren was your girlfriend?
No.
I mean, you said you didn't have any other cars, right?
Right.
Well, why would everybody you went to school with for the last 3 and 4 years said that you own another car other than that Geo Prism? Everybody I've talked to, all your friends you were in school with, people that you worked at the district attorney's office with said you have other cars other than that car. And you're going to sit here today and tell me you don't have another car?
I don't.
Well, where's it at?
I don't have one.
You never had another car besides that Geo Prism.
No.
So if I call your granddaddy, he's going to tell me that you only have one car.
Yes.
What's his phone number?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do, because I already have it.
Okay, 100% here. Let's go. I'm snorting over here. This is 100% true. This is all this interrogation needs to see. I don't know. Mostly. We need Mostly in here. Where is she? This is her moment to shine. If you're listening, Mostly, come in. Come in. Mostly. It doesn't sound exactly like that though. Oh my, like literally, it's 100% the Mostly moment. If Mostly comes in later, we need to let her know that it's so funny with her name, how it comes up so often. Oh, thank you, Peachy King, for giving him 5 memberships. Hey, Sparkles. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go back to watching it.
You don't know his phone number?
No.
Wait, sorry, pause it. Mostly with respect. Mostly is here. Mostly, did you see the thing right here? I was like, it's your time to shine. Here we go. Here we go. I love it. I love that you're here in the room too. I was just saying, I was like, look at how often this comes up. The whole Mostly comment. I mean, but it's so funny to make the connection. It literally sounds just like the movie when they say that. Oh, thank you, Andy, for gifting 10 memberships. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna take the I hate to get rid of the comment, but it's covering up the closed captions. So I'm gonna take it off now, especially since Mostly saw it. So there you go. There's your crown, Mostly, and Kay Evermore. That's definitely the comment of the night right there. Okay, here we go.
I mean, you seriously can't help us out.
His number is in my cell phone.
That's a start. Where's your cell phone?
At the apartment.
In your apartment? I mean, it's kind of late to be calling him. Does he stay up late?
I don't know.
Do you have a grandmother or is it just him?
My grandmother passed away.
A while back?
Yes.
But you're close to your grandfather, right?
Yes.
I mean, doesn't he own some property or something, he said? A couple of acres?
My granddaddy or my grandfather?
Who lives in Pike County?
My granddaddy.
Does he own any land down there?
Yes.
Okay. And do sometimes you go down there to visit him or something?
Last time we met, I went down and visited with my aunt and uncle.
Okay. What did he do for a living? Was he an attorney like you?
He worked for the Southern Railroad Company.
Is anybody in your family an attorney?
No.
You're the only one that went through law school?
Yes.
Well, that's an accomplishment, don't you think?
Yes.
I mean, it took a long time, right?
Yes.
A lot of studying. I think you told me earlier you were from up Atlanta, or did you live in Atlanta or Griffin or something like that?
Lilburn.
You don't have any family left up there?
Yes.
Well, who lives up there?
My parents.
Okay. Any brothers or sisters?
My sister lives in Tucker.
Georgia?
Yes.
What's up with the pair of underwear that was in your apartment? That was like a mask. It was cut out like a mask. Do you cut underwear out to look like a mask?
No.
How many guns did you have in your apartment?
3.
What are they? Do you know what they are?
A rifle.
What kind of rifle did you have?
An AK semi-automatic.
Where'd you buy it from?
Classic Arms.
Is that Atlanta or something?
Online.
Okay. What kind of pistols do you own?
EAA Witness, full size and compact.
Okay. What is that? What about the one that was on the bed?
That's the full size.
That's the full size one. What was the other one?
The compact.
Where was that at?
On the table by the bed.
Oh, yeah. Remember I was in there?
Mm-hmm.
Then you had that samurai sword.
Yes.
That was just that's not, is it an expensive sword or is it just a
No.
knockoff? It's just one of the knockoff swords.
Yes.
And what about the knife?
Which knife?
The one that was, remember you showed me it was dull?
Yes.
What kind of knife is that? Because I don't know.
Kukri.
Where do you get something like that online?
I bought it from a friend.
Did you have any other knives in the house?
Yes.
That I didn't see? Because you didn't show me no other knives. That's the only ones you showed me. What other knives did I miss?
There's a pocket knife that's on the table.
Are you a knife collector or a knife person, or
No.
you just like knives?
I used to collect swords.
I mean, do you know your swords?
Yes.
I mean, to sell and trade swords?
No.
But you just bought here and there?
Yes.
But you wouldn't consider yourself like a sword expert?
No.
Okay. Because, they have that TV show where they sell stuff, at night on
Yes.
TV. But I don't know what it's called, the knife shop or something like that. Have you ever seen what I'm talking about? I don't know if you have
Yes.
cable TV or not. All right. Tonight we're still looking for Lauren. You know any of these other girls in this picture?
I know that she goes to the law school, but I can't remember her name.
So she's studying to be an attorney too?
Yes.
Okay. Is that how Lauren looked with the long hair the last time you seen her?
Yes.
Or she?
Also, look at Stephen when, pardon me, like you see how when he just leaned in like that, and then he slowly comes back up into position, back to the thing, and just stares at the officer. Like everything about him is completely controlled right now. Almost like somebody said earlier, I forget who said it, claim your fame. It sounds like he's taking a polygraph actively. It's almost like he's controlling his heartbeat. Like somebody who can be like, I'm controlling my breath. I'm not going to panic. I'm going to do that. Like that kind of a vibe, right?
That's how she looks.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this was in 2010. Who do you think took Lauren away?
I don't know.
Well, I need your help. Can you give me what is your observation of this? I know you're smarter, okay? I know you have an observation you can tell me. What do you think happened to her?
I think someone took her.
If you think, you watch TV shows, right? Like
Yes.
detective shows. What's your observation? How do you think somebody would take her? If somebody did take her.
When she was running.
Does she normally run all the time?
She runs, I don't know how often.
You mean you think somebody might have took her when she was running like down the street somewhere?
Yes.
You don't think somebody got her when she got back to her apartment?
I don't know.
Well, there was a body found in the trash can next to the apartments.
Yes.
You do know that. And it's a white female's body. Right there. Right next to y'all's apartment. Feet from her apartment. We don't know 100% sure it's Lauren, but we're pretty confident it is. We're waiting for some tests to be done to be 100% sure. I mean, who would do something to somebody and throw them in a trash can?
I don't know.
I'm asking for your advice or your observation. Who in your complex would do something like that?
But it's also like the cop is like trying to appease, or I forget how you appeal to, like the aspect of Steven that's I don't know how you describe it, but like somebody who thinks they're super smart, or like I can outtalk them, or I can that kind of thing. Because you hear him like, you're smart, you've got an opinion, you've got this. Who do you think? But he's just trying to get him to talk. And it's so weird how it's like none of the tactics that we see typically work on Steven. Like that's how, I don't know what you call it, right? Like non-human he is or whatever. Like if there was an argument for like a person being a robot, I honestly think this is a good example of it. Because I'm just like, how does he do this? And that part I was talking about earlier when he was like saying like, when did she go running? Talking about Lauren, the victim. And he started to answer and he was like, I don't know, or whatever he said. 100%. This dude knew her every move, right? Like he knew way more than that, but he called himself. Tina says intentional, emotionless. Also, was he on the spectrum? Do we know? Because yeah, he has this very flat affect. I'm not sure what year this was. And yeah, RJB, I'd love to read those letters you're talking about. Because yeah, I bet it's very telling when he's trying to explain it away or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to it now. They're on Explore with Us on YouTube. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you.
You lived over there for 3 years. Tonight's the first night I think I've ever been over there. In your expert opinion, of all your knowledge of going through law school and all that, who in that complex do I need to talk to?
I don't know.
No names come to mind. You can't help me out a little bit? You can't help me out?
I don't know.
You don't know anybody at all that lives in that complex. You know, earlier you told me about a guy that lived in apartment 15. I mean, is he a decent guy?
I think so.
Don't y'all have a laundry room there or something?
Yes.
That everybody has access to the laundry room?
Yes.
Has anybody been working on the apartments below you in the last couple of weeks that you've noticed?
I haven't seen anyone.
But you don't know if they've been doing work on that apartment, number one?
No.
I mean, earlier today, me and you sit here and talk normal. What's going on with you now? Why are you acting like this? I need to know. Why all of a sudden you're acting like this?
I don't understand.
Okay. Earlier today, we sat here and talked. But now,
I don't understand. We have a new phrase. A new phrase has entered the chat. I don't understand. Now he's going to circulate this one. There's got like these key phrases. And yeah, I think whoever just said it's part of the thrill or whatever. And yeah, I think it's all these things combined. I think he probably wanted to know what they know. He wanted to see if he could talk them out of it. He's probably thinks he's smarter than them. It's a thrill to him. The whole 9 yards, all of it, right? I think he's even sitting here staring at the cop. Because think about a normal situation, and especially in this, like if you know you did something this horrifying, pardon me, it would be very difficult for, but I guess you want to be a regular person then. Like I was going to say, to make eye contact with anyone like this, but especially being questioned, right? It's like, it's almost like this weird passive aggressive thing of him just being like, Oh, you want my hands on the table? Well, I'm not going to move them. You want me to stare at you? I'm not going to break eye contact until you break eye contact. And somehow he's able to do it.
How you're acting like you don't know what's going on. I mean, did something happen or something to you? I mean, why are you shutting down? Why are you not talking to me?
I don't know.
You don't know? Are you scared?
No.
I mean, you're not scared, are you?
No.
Are you sad that something happened to Lauren? If that's her in that trash can?
Yes.
When's the last time you said you can't remember the last time earlier today that you took the trash out to the trash can? Right? Am I wrong?
That's right.
I mean, because you said you like stayed inside the whole weekend, I think, because you had all your food and all that. You never went to Kroger over the weekend or Walmart or anything?
I don't remember.
Bet you could have.
I don't know.
When you go to Kroger, when you do go to the store to get your food, do you use a credit card or you pay cash?
Cash?
Do you have a Kroger card?
Yes.
Okay. So the Kroger card should be able to tell if you were at Kroger this weekend, right?
Yes.
Do you swipe your card or just enter your cell phone number?
They scan it.
Oh, because I enter my phone number because I never remember to bring my card. But you don't remember if you went over to bank. You drive your car or you walk over there?
I drive.
You ever go to Walmart on the east side of Gray Highway? Or which Walmart do you go to when you go to Walmart?
Gray Highway.
You don't ever go out to Zebulon Road?
I don't think so.
You never been out there? You know where Zebulon Road, the new Walmart?
No.
You don't? So you just basically go to the one on Gray Highway?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where you're at tonight?
Yes.
Where are you at?
Detective Bureau.
Okay. And you know why we've been working all day trying to find Lauren, right?
Yes.
Because her family wants to know where she's at.
Yes.
And I don't know what to tell her family. So I'm asking you, what do I need to tell her family?
I don't know.
What do you want me to tell them? I don't know. Huh? You're going to have to tell me what to tell her family. It's all on you, brother. What do you want me to tell her family? Huh?
I don't know.
Well, I need to know. I need to know.
Yeah, to responding to the person who was talking about the cop trying to make it casual, the cop's definitely good at, I mean, pardon me, the cop creates this energy like you're just kind of sitting down with, shooting what with the boys, throwing a cold one back. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping that vibe going, but it's not like Steven is immune to it, right? Now, the other thing too, you already know if you found me for a while, if I was sitting there, if I was that cop, Steven would have put me to sleep already with that talk right there. I would have been like his voice, like, I don't know. Yes. Uh-huh. Like the robotic generated operator voice. Oh, I would have been knocked out. They would have had to send somebody else in there. Period. End of story.
Okay. If something happened to Lauren and you need to tell me. If you know something. Because I need to know. Because her family's down here want to know what happened to her.
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
That's what you want me to tell her mother and her father. Is that you don't know.
I don't know.
Not that you're sorry that she's missing. I thought you've been trying to help me all day find her, but you just wanted me to tell her I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you
where
a
she
sorry
is.
piece of shit that you want me to tell her that? You got your ass on that fucking news and stood out there and gave a media report that her mother saw about her missing daughter. And you want me to sit there and tell them that you don't know. Is that what you want me to tell them? Because you're all over the news. You sure stood out there and ran your mouth to the news media. But now you're going to get out here and you don't fucking know. You know. You're just a sorry piece of shit that don't give a fuck. Right?
No.
Well, why'd you tell the media everything? Do you need to see what you told the media today? It was on the 11 o'clock news. Well, I'm asking you. Tell me. I want to know.
I don't know where she is.
That ain't what you told the media. You didn't stand in front of that camera and say, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I love this part. I don't know. Yeah, the cop is now that we're entering into the realm of he's over it. He's talking to him like any of us would, right? Like if we just walked in the street and they put us in the room with this dude, within 15 minutes we'd be doing the same thing, cussing, screaming, throwing chairs, all sorts of stuff.
Right? You buy all these weapons. Was you ever in the military?
No.
What do you need all these weapons for? Are you scared somebody's going to hurt you?
No.
What do you need all these weapons for?
To have.
Why? There's a reason why. Were you molested as a child?
No.
Then why do you need all these weapons?
To have.
Why? Give me one good reason. Just give me one reason.
To have.
Why? Does it make you feel important?
No.
Are you a big guy because you got a weapon?
No.
Do you even know how to use it?
Yes.
I need you to tell me what you want me to tell her mother. And then I won't ask you another thing. I'm not going to tell her mother that you don't know because her mother saw you on the news tonight and she cried all the way down to Macon because you had the balls to get on the news and tell everybody everything. You didn't have no problem talking to the news when they asked you questions. I'm asking you questions. Where's Lauren?
I don't know.
Yes, you do know. You do know. You do know. You know. You know. You do know. And everybody in Macon knows she knows because you got your sorry ass on the news and told everybody. So every friend you have in Macon knows that you know.
I would venture to say that even before he got on the news, if somebody heard of this and they could knew enough about it to know that he lives in Macon and Lauren's missing from Macon, they probably questioned what was Steven doing, and the news just solidified it, right? I mean, come on.
Everybody you go to school with, every one of your professors, everybody knows that you know. Because you got on the news tonight and told everybody that you know. Now, how do you think? You think you're going to be able to walk down the street tomorrow and nobody bother you? Think nobody's going to come over and knock on your door to see if you want to talk to the media again?
I don't know.
Oh, they're going to be over there, brother. So this little act that you're doing right now ain't working with me. Okay? because you didn't have no problem talking to the media. No problem. So you can just snap out of it and tell me what the hell happened so we can move on.
When the cop's like, it's not working on me, it's like, oh, but it is. Right? It's like, it definitely is working on you because you're about to lose it, right? The cop seems to me, it's almost like, and again, I don't know that his work hit like this office or anything like that, but it's almost like, and I mean, probably a lot of people can say this. Number one, this is an incredibly heinous crime. So this is not your run-of-the-mill murder or crap, whatever, right? So it's probably like a once in a lifetime of career type situation. And then Steven is also that way because it does seem like with the cop, it's like he's applying these like standard, this is what we do, and it just doesn't work. And the cop lets Steven see that. You know what I mean? When he started like doing this, like, oh, they're going to come knock on your door. He's like trying to scare him. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. So here we go.
I don't know.
Well, how many times you gonna say I don't know? How many times you gonna say it? When are you gonna say I remember? I don't want to remember what happened to her. How many times you gonna say that? If you did something that you regret, you need to let me know.
I didn't.
Well, who did?
I don't know.
Well, a body was found over here right next to where you live. And what do you have in your apartments? A lot of knives. A lot of guns. Right?
Yes.
And I'm asking you about it, and you're just saying, I don't know. That's all. That's the only answer you can give is I don't know. It's 6 hours or a couple hours ago, you was out there telling the media everything. You didn't stand in front of that camera and say, I don't know. You were actually answering questions. Right? How many interviews did you give? 3?
I don't know.
You gave like 3. Do you think that was a proper thing to do when a mother's looking for her child?
They asked me what happened.
And what did you tell them? What did you tell
That Lauren was missing.
them? Okay. What else did you tell
That we had gone looking for her.
them? Okay. And what?
And that we hadn't found her.
And what else did they ask you?
I don't remember.
Why don't you remember?
I don't.
You're telling me that you went through law school. Well, you went through college first, right? Did you graduate from college?
Yes.
And now you're in law school. Did you graduate from law school?
Yes.
But you don't fucking remember what they asked you this afternoon?
No.
Huh? I just don't fucking believe that shit.
Now the other cop's like, this dude's like, okay, come on now, let's settle down in here, boys. Let's settle down in here, boys. Come on now, Steven. Come on now. I'm the good cop, okay? What's that? I can never think of the name of that cartoon. I do the voice all the time. The rooster from the cartoon. You know, talking about with Samity Sam and Bugs Bunny and or whatever. It's like giving like these. This is quintessential Georgia accent, right? If you're familiar, if you're from there, whatever. Like for my experience in Georgia. Oh yeah, foghorn. Yes, Leghorn or whatever. Yeah. To me, this cop, the first one we're dealing with, has a quintessential Georgia accent. Here we go.
And back yet?
What's up, buddy? Did you talk to him about his guns?
Yeah.
When was the last time you shot those guns?
I haven't.
You've never shot a gun?
No.
Have you ever shot any gun in your whole life?
No.
Never.
No.
So you bought 3 guns that you've never shot.
Yes.
Why?
To have.
For what?
To have.
For what? I'm asking for what? Why do you want to have them? What makes, did they give you, I mean, tell me why it's important to you to have 3 guns. That's an easy question. Come on, talk to me, buddy. Me and you talked all day today. We ain't had a problem communicating. Why is it important for you to have 3 guns? Do you not know?
No.
Okay. You got a girlfriend?
No.
Who's your best friend?
Michael Quinn.
Michael who?
Quinn.
Who is he?
He was a law student with me.
Is he still a law student?
No, he graduated.
When was the last time you talked to him?
Before he moved up to Boston.
How long ago was that?
A few weeks.
A few weeks, like a month, 2 months, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, what?
The beginning of June.
Beginning of June? Beginning of June. Okay. So let me ask you a question. How you say you don't know where Lauren is, right?
Right.
You told me earlier you and Lauren were friends, right?
Yes.
How would you describe y'all's relationship?
She was my friend.
She was your friend. What did you ever do things for her? Did she ever do things for you? What did she ever do for you?
We talked.
We talked. What y'all talk about?
News.
The news. Okay. Earlier you was telling me something about you fixed her computer before.
I couldn't fix it.
You couldn't fix it? What was wrong with it?
I don't remember.
How long ago was that?
Around graduation.
Well, how long ago was that?
Middle of May.
Middle of May? So you were over in her apartment in the middle of May?
Yes.
Have you been over there since then?
Yes.
When was the last time you were over there?
Last night.
Before last night. Have you ever been over there with Lauren since the time you worked on her computer in the middle of May?
No.
How many times have you been in her apartment with her hanging out?
I don't know.
You don't know? If you had to guess, what was just, I mean, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, what?
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2? See, if I had only been somewhere twice, I could remember that. If I had been there over 50 times and you asked me how many times, I'd be like, I don't know, a lot. But the fact that you've only been there twice, when I say how many times you've been there, you say you don't know, that's just odd to me. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
That does make sense. Well, so what I'm saying right now makes sense.
No.
When was the last time you saw Lauren?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
And have you been on vacation for the last couple of weeks?
No.
You've been home every night?
Yes.
Has she been at home every night?
I don't know.
Has she been on vacation?
I think she was away for a while.
How long?
I don't know.
Were you looking for her?
No.
Let me tell you, even if I didn't talk to my neighbors, I know if my neighbors have been in and out. I hear them come in, I hear them go out. I see them when they walk by my window. I've lived in apartments most of my life. So the fact that you haven't seen her in 2 or 3 weeks, that's...
Now, what's funny is like, and granted, this is like what, 2011 or whatever. So with this cop's in here talking about, even, I've lived in apartments and I know what the neighbors do. I'm like, not in today's world. Right now, granted, we know what's his name, Stephen was stalking her. But in this day and age, if a cop came talking about the neighbors over here or whatever, I'd be like, I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell you who they are. I don't see them. Like, I mean, sometimes I'll see, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a totally different world. I mean, it depends on like the setup of the apartment complex. And like I said, clearly we know he knew exactly what Lauren was doing because of all the stuff that he was doing to her.
It's just odd to me. I'm going to be honest. It makes me feel like you're not being honest with me, Stephen. Why would you not be honest with me?
I am being honest.
Stephen, it just doesn't feel like it, buddy. You know, I get the sense that there's something weighing heavy on your heart right now, and it's breaking you down, and you feel bad about it. I can tell you haven't slept much, have you, in the last few days, have you?
No,
Like something's weighing on your mind, ain't it?
we were looking for Lauren.
You started looking for Lauren yesterday,
Yes.
but you haven't slept in several days, have you?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Earlier when I talked to you, you said you hadn't slept in days. That this morning was the first time you was able to get any sleep, was this morning for a little bit.
No.
Yes, that's what you said. That's what you told me. So I asked you, well, if you haven't been able to sleep in several days, what have you been doing? Studying? And you said, yeah, studying. You don't remember that?
No.
What I want you to do, and I'm going to ask you this question. I want you to describe to me how you feel right now. You don't know how to answer that with a yes or no, do you?
I don't know what's going on.
Lauren's missing. This pretty little girl right here, your neighbor, she's missing.
I know.
You went looking for her last night.
Yes.
Did you hurt Lauren?
No.
Stephen, did you hurt Lauren?
No.
I know this is hard for you to tell it, but it's weighing on you right now, ain't it, Stephen?
I didn't do it.
But I know you could probably help me with who did. Can't you, buddy?
I don't know.
Stephen, you know, and me and you both know it's no different than when you was a little kid, right? And you reached in that cookie jar and you got caught after your mama told you not to get that cookie. And when she was, did you get a cookie? No. And whenever you tell a lie, you feel bad about it right then. One, with every lie, there's a chance you're going to get caught. And that weighs on you because you know you did something bad. Am I right?
I didn't do it.
You didn't take the cookie?
No.
This part right here. You didn't take the cookie? But when Steven's sitting here talking about, I didn't do it. I don't know. Oh my goodness. The cop definitely needs to be like, I mean, he needs to host a true crime show or be a preacher or do all of them above or whatever. Oh my God, that part. You didn't take the cookie? Go on now, you're handing the cookie jar, Steven. He's even like making like, what do you call those analogies up? Like, you know how preachers do with stuff? It's like, all the trappings are there. Okay. Like, all the trappings are there. It's so funny. But Steve's just staring at him. This guy has more of a comedic vibe to him when he gets upset. Like the other cop is like too, I don't know. Like, I mean, they're both whatever, but it's like there's something more comedic about this cop's reaction. And yes, Kai, the writer of Best in Show, 100%. This is giving that.
What'd you do, buddy?
I didn't do anything.
What'd you do to Lauren?
I didn't do anything.
You saw Lauren last night, though? Yesterday?
No.
What time was it that she went out to do her laundry?
I don't know.
Where were you at yesterday?
At home.
What'd you do at home? Tell me everything you did yesterday. From the time you woke up to the time you went to sleep.
I checked the news.
At what time?
I don't remember.
Was it yesterday morning?
I don't remember.
What'd you do when you woke up?
I think I checked the news.
All right, you checked the news, okay? What'd you do after that?
I watched some videos online.
Did you clean up?
No,
You didn't?
no.
You smell like you've been cleaning up, like you've been using cleaner to clean up. I know what that smells like. My wife smells like that all the time when she cleans the house. You've been using some kind of cleaner to clean up your apartment, hadn't you?
No,
Steven, you telling me you live it like a man? How does your apartment get cleaned?
I clean it.
Okay. When was the last time you cleaned it, Steven?
I don't remember.
Was it this week?
No.
You mean you go a whole week without cleaning?
Yes.
Sweet cookies.
Wow.
Are you clean, Stephen?
That's horrible, Steven.
It's horrible. You
Was it
eat
possibly
cookies?
over the weekend, last weekend?
No.
It wasn't? If you can't remember, then how is it that you can tell me that you didn't clean up
Right,
your apartment
Aaron?
last weekend? A minute ago, you couldn't remember.
I don't remember cleaning last weekend.
So it isn't that you didn't, it's that you just don't remember. Right? Help me out, buddy. Right?
Go on, buddy. Help me out.
I don't understand.
You don't understand?
Let's open that cookie jar, buddy. Stick our hand in that cookie jar, Stephen.
I don't know how else to say it, Stephen. Let me tell you what I think. I think that she was a friend of yours. Look at her right here. I think that she was a friend of yours. And I think something happened, Stephen. You used to watch her come in and out of her apartment, didn't you?
No.
I mean, then how were y'all friends? If me and you friends, we live next door to each other. Every time I look out when I see y'all, there's my buddy going in. Because we're friends. I'm gonna pay attention to when you come in and out. Didn't you just tell me that y'all were friends?
Yes.
But you didn't pay attention to when she came in and out?
No.
Steven, you're lying. Now you're lying.
Boy, you're lying.
You're just lying. That's a
Let's open the
lie.
cookie jar, boy.
You ever see her come in and out of her apartment?
Yes.
You did? When was the last time?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Like last week, maybe?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Stephen, you understand that everything that you're saying here doesn't make any sense at all. None.
He's barely said
You totally
anything.
contradict everything that relates to human behavior. We have skills to be able to observe things, to hear things, to see things. There are natural things out there that draw our attention every day. Such as when you're driving down the road and somebody hits the horn, you look around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just a natural reaction.
So this cop right here, especially growing up in the South or whatever, if you put minimum one beer in this man at the bar, he is going to be the most animated, BS and storytelling, you know what, talking dude at wherever. He's going to command the attention of everyone around and just tell you some next level BS, good old boy kind of stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going into it a little bit here with Steven, but like, it's his work time right now. 6 o'clock tonight at the bar when he's telling his friends this, honey, that whole bar is going to be stopped. Listen to this cop right here. Laying it on thick and deep. Okay. It's like, I mean, I feel like I know this dude. Okay. Like, I've grown up around this dude and the other one, but it's like, this dude, I know this man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's keep going.
If you're sitting in your living room, you hear the door slam next to you, you automatically think my neighbor's home, right? You're telling me that those kind of things don't happen in your life.
Exactly, RJB.
You asked if I watched. I didn't
Hey,
watch.
Tori.
Have you noticed that she's came in and out of her house in the last week or two?
I don't remember.
It's right here.
What do you remember, Steve?
The last time I saw her was 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Where at?
She was going out running when I was coming in.
Where were you coming in from?
Bar preparation.
Bar preparation. What's a bar preparation? Oh, you're preparing for the bar exam.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, how y'all doing?
We're just
Guys, like,
talking.
y'all
It doesn't
still
seem you
here?
remember a whole lot. Everything's yes or no, or I don't remember. A lot of things don't make any sense. I gotta be honest with you, Steven. Me personally, I don't feel like you're being honest. Okay?
Well, Steven, you said you're gonna help me out, right? With this investigation, because we needed your help. We're asking you for help, right? That's what we remember. I told you that,
Yes.
and you told me you're gonna help me.
Yes.
Right. You're gonna help me find Lauren, right?
Yes.
And ask for your opinion, your observation of what happened to her,
Yes.
right? And what did you tell me?
I thought someone snatched her.
Right. Where do you think someone might have snatched her from?
When she was.
If you're the detective, you're the police detective, it's your investigation. Where would you start your investigation?
Imagine when he was like, you're the detective. And Steven got up from acting like this and immediately began mimicking these two's behavior and like going off on a little tangent like that. They'd be like, well, what in the hey diddle diddle?
I don't know.
Come on now. You watch TV, right?
Yes.
Okay. You made it through college, right?
Yes.
You made it just about through law school, right?
Yes.
So you should know, where would you start your investigation?
Where she was last seen.
Okay. So in this case, where was she last seen?
At Garen's house.
Garen. That's the guy that lives up on the street, right? Friend of hers?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and that was on, I think she left there on Saturday morning.
Yes.
Am I right? Okay. Now, where do you think she went from their house?
I don't know.
All right, you're the detective now, right? It's your case. What would you do?
Check at her home.
Okay. We did that. That's what we did today, right?
Yes.
So you saw us out there when we knocked on your door. She's not there. I need your help in finding her. And what do we need to do? What do we need to do that we haven't done?
I don't know.
You don't know? So if you had this case, you wouldn't be able to solve it. Is that what you're saying? Because you're not smart enough to solve it?
I don't know.
Or you think you're smart enough to be a detective?
I don't know.
No?
I feel like the cops need to go back outside and like reconvene with each other. All things good trouble for Gift and Find memberships. I feel like they need to go outside and reconvene and like get a better game plan down and then come back in with a mode of attack. Because I feel like they're both like, they either need to be truly doing the good cop, bad cop thing, or they both need they're off here a little bit. They keep coming at it, and I get they're just like trying to throw anything to see what's it gonna take. But like none of this stuff phases Steven like at all, right? He doesn't care about helping you. He doesn't care about helping the mother. Like he's having fun with this, and if his motivation is like, this is part of like the fun, the figuring out whatever. Oh, this is a blast. I'm sure. It's like, I mean, he's probably enjoying every second of this. You know, I mean, he gets, it's like for a defendant or like whatever you would call him, whatever he was in this situation right now, to clearly get under the cop's skin. And we haven't said, like, they get even more PO'd if you haven't seen this. I mean, how much more fun is that to them, right? Oh, thank you, Tammy, for gifting 5 memberships. Oh, here we go.
You gotta be killing me, Steven. Steven.
So,
Steven, listen to me. We're real people, and we're here to talk to you. I like to think that we're friends, okay? Friends communicate back and forth. The only thing you said is yes or no, and I don't know, okay? It makes me feel like you're treating me like you don't like me, and I feel like I've looked out for you today. Everything you said you wanted, I've given you. I've tried to give you food several times. You know, I feel like we talked. You told me about how you like to look at porn on the internet. You expressed to me that you're a virgin.
Where did that come out?
Yes.
I mean, that's the kind of stuff you tell friends. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
He's coming out of left field now. He's like trying to, like, you know, he's like, I know about you, boy. I know about that cookie jar. I know about what you look at on the internet, boy.
Yes.
we need to know where your other car is at. I already know you own another car, okay?
I don't own another
Yes,
car.
you do.
Do you use another car?
You have another car. It's not in your
I
name.
use mine.
No,
Oh, you don't, Steve.
you've been using somebody else's car.
No.
Everyone I interviewed today say you have another car. These people aren't making this up. You have another vehicle.
No, I don't.
So your grandfather's a liar. Is that what you're saying? You're calling your grandfather a liar. I just talked to him. And he said you own another car.
I don't.
So he's lied to me.
Steven, we're telling way too many lies in here.
So you're telling me they're lying?
You're willing to tell me that you're a virgin and that you told me you jack off the porn on the internet, but you don't want to admit to having another car. That makes me think you got something to hide, Steven. That concerns me. You tell me things that most people wouldn't tell somebody else, but yet you lie about something simple.
Why are you
about
trying to
having
hide
another
that
car.
you have another car? What's the big deal?
I don't have
I got 3 cars.
You do. You do.
No, I don't.
It's not at your
Well, what
house.
happened to it?
I've never had another car.
That's the only car you ever had in Macon.
Yes.
Okay, let me go talk to him again, because that's not what he's saying.
Steven, what happened to Lauren?
I don't
Yep.
know.
You like her, don't you?
She's my friend.
Did you ever think about having sex with her?
No.
You never tried to talk to her on a dating level?
No.
Let me go talk. They got his grandfather. Let me go talk, make sure that he owns another car, because he's telling us he doesn't. Be right back.
So you telling me, see that pretty girl right there?
Yes.
You telling me you looked at a pretty girl like that and you never once thought, ever, man, she looks good. You never thought that?
I don't think Steven thinks
I
like
don't
that.
understand.
I don't understand. He doesn't. He's
What do you
not
mean you
lying
don't
right now.
understand? You know how when you're sitting there, you see a girl walking down the road, and you say, man, that girl looks good. You ever see a good looking girl where you think to yourself, man, that girl looks good?
Yes.
You never thought that about her?
Yes.
So you mean to tell me you look at porn on the internet and get off to that, but you never looked at her and said, man, I wonder what it'd be like to have sex with her?
Yes.
You have?
No.
The cop is kind of giving a little bit of Goose from original Top Gun vibes. You know what I'm saying?
You ever thought about what it would be like to have sex with Lauren?
No.
You've never imagined having sex with Lauren?
No.
Have you ever had sex with Lauren?
No.
What do you know about that body we found today?
I don't know.
You don't know? What if I told you that I believe that you do know?
I don't.
What if I told you that I could prove it?
I don't know.
You don't know? Is there a chance? But you do admit that there's a chance that I possibly have evidence to show that you do have something to do with that body, correct?
I don't know.
You don't know? Because if I hadn't done anything, I'd say, nope, there's no way. But you say you don't know. Why is that? Why do you say you don't know? Is there a chance that maybe something's there?
No.
Why did you say you don't know?
Because I don't know.
Because you're worried about something? Maybe something that happened, that maybe something got mixed up with something and you're worried about that?
No.
Then why do you say I don't know?
Because I don't know.
How would you not know? If I was asking you, did you just rob a bank? If you didn't, you'd say no, not I don't know, right?
Right.
So why do you say I don't know?
Because I don't know.
You don't know if you had anything to do with that body?
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What if I said I could prove that you did?
I don't know.
Could you explain it?
I don't know.
Today you told an investigator that you were worried about us possibly finding blood in your apartment, didn't you?
I don't remember.
You did. Now why would you be worried about that?
We all looked in Lauren's apartment.
Did you see blood?
No.
Then what would make you think that there was blood taken over there? Nothing would make you think that unless you saw it. Because see, I didn't see no blood. None of the other Lawrence friends saw blood, but I know now that blood was there. And now I believe you saw it. You saw that blood. You know that blood was there. And that's why you're worried about it.
No.
Did you know? Why do you have blood up in the inside of your nose?
I don't know.
You don't know? But you saw that blood. That's the only way that you would be worried about it. Because that's like saying, I'm worried about red roses being under my pillow, but yet I never put them there. That doesn't make any sense. You know, your brain doesn't even think to operate like that unless you knew something was there. Does that make sense? That makes sense to you. You're a smart guy, right?
I don't understand.
You knew that there was blood in that apartment.
No.
Yes, you did, Stephen. Yes, you did. There's blood in your apartment, Stephen. That's right. There's blood in your apartment. Stephen, this is hard, buddy. I know this is hard. And I can tell it's on you. You want to let it go. There's blood in your apartment, Stephen. You didn't get it all up. It didn't all come off. You scrubbed and you wiped.
Boy.
But we can tell that. Don't you watch CSI?
Come on now, boy. Son.
Yeah, we know it. Stephen, why is there blood in your bathroom?
I don't know.
Yes, you do know. Why, Stephen?
I don't know.
Has anybody else been in your bathroom?
The police were in there.
Other than the police? Who else has been in there?
No one that I know.
No one. And you recently cleaned your bathroom, didn't you?
No,
How long ago?
I don't remember.
A couple days ago?
No,
Over the weekend?
no,
No, you don't know.
I don't remember cleaning it.
Do you use drugs?
No,
You ever use acid?
no,
Are you on?
no.
I feel like acid is the cops' drug of choice because, like, what a random drugs of all. I mean, granted, it's a different time, but of all the drugs to immediately come up with, it's like, you ever done acid? And it's like, why that drug? If anything, I would have been like, okay, is this dude like stoned, like on weed, or you know what I'm saying? I gotta grab a soda. I gotta walk over here. I'll be right back.
You're lying, Stephen. I wanted to give you an opportunity to tell it. I wanted to be here with you to go through that process because I know you're not a monster, man. I know you're not a bad guy. You're just a hard-working student trying to pass a bar exam, ain't you? You ain't got a lot of support from your family, do you?
Yes,
You do? A lot of people can't say that. And the fact that you do have support from your family should make things easier. Because your family wants to feel like they've raised somebody that tells the truth and is honest, right?
yes,
Did you hurt that girl, Stephen?
no,
Have you ever hurt anyone, Stephen?
no,
You never hurt anyone.
no,
I've hurt people, Stephen. I've made mistakes in my life. It's not even normal to say you've never hurt anybody. Sometimes people get mad and they say things they don't mean to say. It hurts. You never kicked a dog or a cat?
no,
You ever hurt the kids that live up there with your parents? You love those kids, don't you?
yes,
Okay. And if something happened to one of those kids, you'd be upset, right?
yes,
Well, something happened to this lady's child, Lauren. Okay. You love all the kids up there with your mama, right?
yes,
And you do anything for them, right?
yes,
I mean, they called you and said, hey, we need you. Help us out. You'd help them out, right?
yes.
Well, we need you to help us out. Okay. Tell me about your family
I have 4 adopted siblings.
that you love very much, right?
Yes,
Okay. What about your mama?
she's a homemaker.
Okay. What about your daddy?
He's a painter.
Close family? Y'all close?
Yes,
When's the last time you talked to them?
when we got together
When was that?
a few weeks ago.
Did you go up there to see them, or they come down here to see you?
We went to Buckner's.
I like Buckner's. The chicken place where the table spins around.
Yes,
You just drove up that metal.
yes,
They bring all the kids with them.
yes,
They didn't come back to Macon.
no,
Well, they asked you how you was doing in school and everything.
yes,
You had told Detective Chapman that you've never shot any of those guns that were in your apartment.
yes,
Have you?
no,
Well, you never went to the shooting range here in Macon and did some shooting?
no,
Any gun?
no,
Did you make the mistake and tell people at school that you used to go to the shooting range and shoot?
No.
You've never said that?
No.
Do you even know how to load?
Yes.
An SKS? That was an SKS, right?
No.
What was it?
An AK.
Same thing. Just different. You even know how to load it?
Yes.
What kind of rounds it take?
7.62 39.
Okay. What's the capacity of that clip that you had?
30 rounds.
Was it loaded? Is it loaded?
The magazine is full.
Okay. You got a round in the chamber?
No.
Why not?
Safer that way.
Safer. It's just you in the apartment, right?
Yes.
Why do you think it's safer that way?
No chance of it getting knocked over and going off.
I mean, no one lives with you. Just you.
Bullets can travel distance.
Well, how do you know that?
I've read up about it.
Well, on what, the computer?
Yes.
Okay. What about your pistols? You never fired any of those pistols?
No.
Were they loaded tonight?
The magazine is full on the 10 millimeter.
Okay.
And there's one round in the chamber in 9 millimeter and a full magazine.
Was the 9 millimeter the full size one or the compact one?
Compact.
And you've never even fired any of those weapons?
No.
Where do you buy your ammo? Have you ever purchased any ammo here in Macon?
Yes.
From where?
A to Z guns.
On Vinyl, was that on Vinyl Avenue?
Yes.
When's the last time you was at A to Z Guns?
Years ago.
Do you have a permit
Yes.
to carry one? You do? Here in Bibb County?
Yes.
Okay. You applied when you was working down at the county or something?
I applied last fall.
Okay. So you have your card.
Yes.
Is it with you?
Yes.
Can I see it? They still make you take your fingerprint down there?
Yes.
Let me see your card. How much does it cost now? You remember?
Around $80.
So it expires in 2016.
Yes.
Do you have any pictures of the kids?
No. No.
They didn't give you no pictures when they were in school? Got a picture of your parents?
No.
You got no pictures?
No.
At all? Not even at your apartment?
Wallet.
You have some at your apartment?
Some.
Okay. What do the kids call you?
Stephen.
Okay. So you're just their brother or uncle or
Brother.
brother Stephen? None of them ever come visit you here in Macon?
No.
Okay, y'all, I think that's a good stopping point right there. My back and head have taken all I can take of sitting up in this chair. I'm starting to get a headache. And I think they've also taken all they can take of Stephen for the night. You have to give it to Stephen the way that he can sit here and just absolutely walk these cops around. But notice the only thing that he was excited about was his guns, right? And talking about the bullets. I know, you know what? I might do that Thursday because let me tell you what, I'm sitting in a little Barstool thing. I mean, oh my gosh, like it gives me an instant headache. And granted, I mean, we're watching Steven, so there's that. But yeah, I think I might stream from the sofa Thursday night because yeah, I got about like what be doing hour and a half. Yeah, after a little bit, it's my head hurts, my back hurts. I mean, I'm falling apart, y'all. Okay, but it's so much. This is so much fun watching these. Yeah, Asia, and I hope you've been doing good, Asia. Yeah, Steven will wear you out quick. I mean, I'll give it. Like I said, I would have fallen asleep, But listen to Stephen talk about those guns and stuff like that. Like, I've never shot them. Yes. Here's this. He sat at home cleaning those guns. That's all he would do. Clean those guns and probably sit there and just fathom what he was going to do to people. Fantasize about it. Yeah, and like, what was up with like the random stuff they would throw? Like, you try acid, boy? You get your hand in the cookie jar? Like, just these random things where it was like, huh? I don't believe he had a trial, Matt. I think he pled guilty for a reduced sentence of life with parole after 30, with possibility of parole after 30 years. Why? But yeah, and notice his hands finally come off the thing. Okay, finally come off the thing. That part right there was like giving me a headache enough. I was like, my arms would have been asleep. But don't let Stephen fool you. If you haven't watched this case before, watch just Google his TV interview. He can talk normal. This is a complete act that he's doing. This whole thing of like, yes, they come out at night mostly. That was so funny. 100% though. Like, this is just a game he's playing. Clearly the cops, I mean, they know he's done this at this point, right? So it's like he's just toying with them. And I get that all they want to do is get him talking, but I mean, look at how long it took them to start getting him excited. Like, okay, well, he likes talking about the guns. Okay, we'll talk about the guns. Let's talk about a cat for a minute. I mean, just, it's just wild. So anyways, so let's do this. We will meet back up Thursday and we'll finish the second part of this. I'm going to get a more comfortable seated position to stream. And that's it. So this was so much fun, y'all. We'll check it, but we'll finish this up on Thursday. And then, like I said, next week we'll start in on Stephanie Lazarus, because that's another one. So if you haven't watched that one, do your little homework on it. We'll watch her interrogation. That one's insane. So was this one too. So anyways, thank you, Tori. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Indy. Thank you, everybody, for the laughs. Thank you, everybody, for the conversation. Thank you, everybody, for the community. It was very fun hanging out this Tuesday evening. I hope you'll have a wonderful Wednesday. And I'll post everything, and I will see you all. Well, I'll see you all in the morning on the other channel. And then live, I'll see y'all Thursday evening, and we'll finish up. Steven! Why? Be sure and check out True Crime Loser's video on this. He did a classic True Crime Loser. A lot of people found True Crime Loser through his video on Stephen Mcdaniel. Just Google or YouTube True Crime Loser Stephen Mcdaniel will come up. That's it. I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I will see you Thursday. Bye.